Welcome to Faith and Freedom. For the next few minutes, we hope to inform, inspire, and encourage you as we discuss legal victories and challenges to your fundamental freedom and religious liberties. Faith and Freedom comes to you from Liberty Counsel, a civil liberties education and legal defense organization. Join us now as Matt Staver, founder and chairman of Liberty Counsel, explains the latest legal issues all across this country. In the courtrooms of America, Liberty Counsel is winning the battle for your constitutional freedom.
Religious freedom is under attack at an unprecedented level. I am Matt Staver, founder and chairman of Liberty Counsel. Joining me is Matt Barber, vice president of Liberty Counsel Action. Matt, there's a lot of different stories that we want to cover today, but they all really center around the common theme that religious liberty is under attack, and we need to understand that it's under attack and vigilantly defend religious freedom. Certainly, one thing that was in the news recently is a Florida college down in Rollins College, where Liberty Counsel has an office down there in Orlando, Florida. Rollins College is in Winter Park, which is right next to Orlando, right in central Florida. Rollins College is a private college. And what they ultimately did is they first said that InterVarsity Christian Fellowship violated a policy and therefore could not meet because they wanted to select their own officers to be Christian and they didn't want to have their officers be openly homosexual. Then what they ultimately did was they said that a Bible study that was taking place in the dorm room. This was in a dorm room in somebody's essentially apartment.
Their home.
Their home.
Private,
That had to be shut down.
They came in and shut it down physically.
Yeah,
right.
Now even though this is a private college, the Constitution doesn't apply to that because it's a private actor. But the Fair Housing Act does apply to it because it's a private entity that has housing. And fair housing applies in other areas, and there's other laws that would also apply to prohibit this kind of religious discrimination within the home of someone. And this, although it's a dorm, it's the home of this student who's there, wants to have the Bible study. And
if I'm not mistaken, Liberty Counsel is reaching out to see if anything can be done from a legal standpoint here.
Certainly, Liberty Counsel will reach out to see what we can do to offer assistance to this. This was absolutely ridiculous. This particular school,
outrageous,
years ago had a religious origin, but has long since abandoned that. And so it's a secular private school. But it's a shame that these board members, and I understand even some of them, may have traveled to another school, a public school, I believe it was, that actually...
middle school.
Yeah, middle school, and encouraged them to have some homosexual group on campus.
Yeah, and to have the gay-straight alliances networks, but the kicker is... in what I've read and heard about that particular instance is that representatives of Rollins College encouraged the children not to tell their parents about it, to do this without disclosing the information to their folks, which is frightening. But Matt, this is just one instance. We have a stack of papers here. We couldn't possibly cover it all today, but it seems that these attacks against religious liberties are at an unprecedented rate, sprouting up like little fires all around, and we're running around trying to stomp them out. But we can't possibly put out all the fires yet. We're sure going to try.
Well, we need your prayers and financial support to be able to do that, because when we show up, we can win. But if we don't show up or don't know about it, either don't know about it or we're unable to show up because of lack of resources, what do we expect? The other side's going to be there, they're going to state their case, and likely they might win. But when we're able to show up, we most often can and do win these cases. Now, the president, when he signed the 2013 National Defense Authorization Act, actually issued a statement regarding one of the provisions of the act, the religious freedom section of the act, that protects individuals with respect to the homosexuality in the military from being forced to be coerced into accepting this, or chaplains, for example, being used as pawns in this homosexual agenda of the military. He wrote a separate statement and says that it was unnecessary and ill-advised. This is the president that says that religious liberty protections in the military is unnecessary and ill-advised. So now 60 members of Congress have urged the Defense Secretary to implement robust religious freedom protections within the military. Of course, that's now Chuck Hagel, who has recently been confirmed.
Yeah, I've often wondered what America Barack Obama is living in. It's not an America rooted in reality, that's for sure. Does he not see the attacks, the multitude of attacks against Christians, private business owners,
he doesn't
people
care.
in the military?
He has a different view of America. We've had President Carter, we had President Clinton. They were liberal and leftist in their policies. I think they were wrong. But at their heart and at their core, I think they still loved America. They had different ideas for how America should work. But I think at its core, we have, for the very first time in history, a president who does not love America, who wants to completely remake it because he does not like America or the values and the founding principles on which it was established.
Man, I take it a step further. I think that this president is intentionally sabotaging, for instance, our free market system of government here. I think he believes he's doing the right thing, but he is a radical. He is trying to reinvent and recreate an America in a kind of a Euro-socialist image. And in order to do that, you have to kind of gut our existing form of economy and our government and so forth in order to supplant and reseed this radical secular socialist form of government that he envisions, and I think he is about the business of doing that in a very intentional manner.
Well, he nominated, and now, unfortunately, you have him confirmed, the director of the CIA, John Brennan, and here's a picture of him. It's in the Weekly Standard, where Vice President Joe Biden is swearing him in, and one of the things that you'll notice absent is no Bible.
Right.
He's not swearing in on the Bible. He's got his hand not on the Bible, but on an original draft of the Constitution dating from 1787, which George Washington's personal handwriting and notations are on it. Of course, there is information that he has adopted Islam as his religion, or certainly that Islam has completely shaped his worldview. He's publicly stated that.
As much.
And so no wonder why he wouldn't want to put his hand on the Bible. So here you've got the director of the CIA now, the Central Intelligence Agency, who's one who's in favor of sending out drones to kill people without due process of law.
On American soil, even.
Even on American soil. Now getting sworn in without putting his hand on the Bible, as others have done before him.
Well, and engaging an enemy, a radical Islamist enemy that seeks to destroy the United States of America, yet he himself has indicated that he is sympathetic toward the worldview and certainly toward the socio-political, religio-political views inherent within Islam and within the Quran. That is chilling to me, that the director of the CIA would be sympathetic to the very people who seek to destroy us, at least to their philosophies.
Well, and over here, The Blaze has reported that the Freedom from Religion Foundation has filed suit claiming that In God We Trust on our currency is unconstitutional. Of course, these kinds of suits have been attempted before. They've all failed. The courts have upheld them. But it only takes one court to eventually start changing the direction. And, of course, obviously, even though they've been found constitutional for many different other previous challenges, we need to take this one seriously. But what it also shows is that there is an inherent attack on religious freedom. You got the president who says we don't need these religious freedom protections in the military. You've got his nominee who doesn't put his hand on the Bible, who doesn't believe in the Bible. You've got the situation here where people are saying, in God we trust, because it mentions God as our national motto, the very foundation of who we are. That should be removed. The next thing is going to be the Declaration of Independence. We are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights. Of course, that upsets the atheist as well. It is those foundational, fundamental values that there is a God who created us with certain unalienable rights and gave us the freedoms that we gave, that we enjoy, and that government is to protect those freedoms. It's that which has made America different and a great nation. And if we lose those values, we lose America.
Well, the secular progressives, they don't like the America of our founding and the America of our founding fathers. They're trying to change it. Bloom, President Obama's appointment to the EEOC, I think she said it best. She called it a zero-sum game. That means somebody wins. Either they win, secular progressives who want to reinvent an America in their own image, or the truth and the founding fathers' vision of America wins.
Well, I would encourage you to call Liberty Counsel, 1-800-671-1776, and ask for our Patriots Handbook on American liberty. That particular handbook has the Constitution of the United States, the Declaration of Independence, the message of Patrick Henry, the Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death message that he spoke so eloquently, and then an essay from me. You can get that and not only have it as a reference for the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, but make sure that you use it, understand it, and pass it out to other people as well. That's the Patriot's Handbook on American Liberty. Call Liberty Counsel at 1-800-671-1776. You can also ask for many of our other resources that are available there on the website, lc.org. You can also make an online credit card contribution to support this ministry of Liberty Counsel as we continue to advance religious liberty, life, and family. Don't get discouraged. Get encouraged and get involved with Liberty Counsel, and together we can make a difference.
You have been listening to Faith and Freedom with Liberty Counsel. We hope that we have motivated you to stand up for your faith, family, and freedom. We can accomplish a lot when we work together. Get informed and get involved today. Sign up for our free monthly newsletter, The Liberator. We will send it out to you free of charge. Stay informed with our Liberty Alert email updates. Just click on the website at www.lc.org or call us at 1-800-671-1776. Tune in next time to learn more about your rights right here on Faith and Freedom.